up with some big plays right around this time, whether it's a pickoff or causing a fumble and coming back with the ball and then providing the offense with an opportunity. So it's 3rd down and 4. There's the keeper. Eberhard rambling forward is going to be short of the 1st down. And that brings up 4th down, and we'll see. It looks like he did get the 1st down on the play. Sticks are moving. Clock is moving. A minute left here in the 3rd quarter. So potentially here with less than a minute here in the 3rd quarter, you could see this one get knotted up here before we head to the 4th quarter. Taking their time. There's Eberhard who's looking. There's the fake pitch. Got about 3 to 4 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. Loveland not looking to use any timeouts here at all. They're content with just letting the clock run. So really this is one of those positioning plays, whether they score or not. The key for Loveland now is to keep this series going and getting the 1st down. They can get the 1st down before scoring. So they're in no great rush to rush this one in. They just want to be deliberate to make sure they're making the right plays. And there's Eberhard running forward close to the 1st down around the 5-yard mark, and that will do it after 3 in the books. So the Spartans lead by 7 points. It's 21-14. We will take a timeout.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Welcome back to District 6 Stadium as we enter into the 4th quarter. 21-14 Spartans on top, but it's the Loveland Indians who are responding back to the scoring play of the Spartans in their sustained drive. So we're seeing 2 very similar types of teams battling it out here, trying to impose their will on a very cold night here at District 6 Stadium. And right now it's the Loveland Indians in a good position. The ball sitting on the 4-yard line with a 1st down and a whole quarter to score. Really, it has been in this series all Aiden Eberhard as far as his decision making on when to pitch and when to throw. Handoff to Dunkelman, and he is stacked up nicely by the Spartans. Looked like he may have lost a yard on the play. Several Spartans in on the play. For the Spartans, it looked like Leighton Ship in on the play. So for the Spartans, if you can hold them to 3, that would be a huge series as far as what to walk away with. Left side, there's the pitch back, and easily get in and score. Nice play. So setting up the pitch, you could see they were looking at Eberhard all the way, and then Eberhard very easily just Sevenson, and the senior at 6 feet 220 just pushed his way in, and now it's almost a tie ball game at 21-20. 11:19 left in this ball game. So they're doing the decoy, which we've seen all game long, where it looks like they're going to go 2-point conversion. And it will be Eberhard looking for his 3rd extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. So with 11:19 left here in the ball game, it is all 21 apiece here at District 6 Stadium. We'll just keep it right here. As we mentioned, how important is tonight's game? Well, very simply, it's a matter of 1 or 2 wins separating at least 10 teams that potentially could go into the playoffs. That's how important tonight's ball game is. Now let's take a look at what Max Preps has to say in regards to playoff predictions. No surprise, and we're talking now the state is concerned. So Longmont, they're putting at number 1, Pine Creek right with them. Both very similar records, both undefeated. Right next to them, 7 miles away, is Windsor, listed at number 3. Vista Ridge, number 4. Durango, number 5. Dakota Ridge, no surprise, number 6. Palmer Ridge, number 7. They're listing Greeley West tonight at number 10, and right next to them, at number 11, is Loveland. So you can see this is based upon what Max Preps calculates on what they predict. That's not an official. Chassa will decide that this Sunday. So now it's the West Spartans looking to break the tie. Ball going to be taken and bobbled. 2 players fighting for the ball. It was Delacroix and Trujillo. Couldn't make up their minds, so the ball is loose. Fortunately for the Spartans, they get the ball back. So the ball now sitting, it looks like on the 17-yard line. Plenty of time for the Spartans to score here. For Jason Renoff's offense, just the same prescription that we saw on the last series. A sustained drive, chew up some clock, and then you got to come back and play defense and primarily try to shut down Aiden Eberhardt. That's going to be the real trick. Handoff left side. Krautson gets pulled back. Defense is there, stacks him up. Going to lose some yards on the play. So you can see Loveland now fired up. Usually we see that so many times in high school football, where one team, meaning the offense or the defense, affects the other team. In this case, the defense is now fired up. And there's a loss on the play. That brings up second, we'll call it 11. So important series here now for the Spartans to answer back, just because of the way and the ease that the Indians scored on that last series. Handoff misdirection. Delacroix got some of that back. It's going to bring up 3rd down. So the Spartans have used that misdirection where it looks like they're going to go one way, then come back. They've run that with Trujillo and Krautson, and now it's Delacroix's turn. He picked up 4 in the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Keep in mind they had lost a yard. Be interesting to see if they go to the air here on the play action. They've done that, and so far it's been successful. Losing the handle, Indians get it. And this is where it gets ugly, because the Indians now, not only on the mishandle on the handoff, but it's the real estate. It's the location where they picked up the ball, clearly in the red zone, and it looks like they are going to mark this at about the 17-yard line. So not only had the Indians capitalized earlier on the last series, but looking to capitalize on a mishandle here, and if so, they take the lead with 9:37 left here in the ball game. Man in motion. Eberhard keeps it, lowers his head, got at least 4 on the play, maybe 5. That's going to bring up 2nd down. So now the pressure is on as far as the defense is concerned to try to figure out where is Eberhard going to go. It almost looks like a magician, and it's the sleight of hand move, because you're not sure if he's going to fake a pitch. You're not going to sure if he's going to fake a handoff like he did there. He followed his lead blocker going forward. Got a couple more on the play. Keep in mind, a field goal puts the Indians in the lead. So we're watching a little magic act here by Aiden Eberhard. Brings up 3rd down, and it looks like a long 3, or actually a short 3. We're going to call it 2.5. Clock is running, 8:35 slowly evaporating. There's the handoff, first man through, Dunkelman. He's taking it down, and it looks like he scores. So Loveland capitalizing on the Spartans fumble, and now Loveland goes ahead, and it's now 27-21, looking to get the extra point. So they've gone so many times to Aiden Eberhard, and now it's Dunkelman, first man through, who they've been faking it a lot to, and you can see number 5 rambling in, getting the 7-yard run, getting the touchdown. And there's a flag on the play. Somebody dropped off. So it's going to go against the Spartans, getting a little bit anxious, so they'll move that up a bit. A little bit closer chip shot for the extra points. And if you're the Indians, you might be thinking 2-point conversion here. But nonetheless, you can see Eberhard is lining up for that extra point. Better have that extra point and keep it to a tie. If the Spartans, there's a missed snap, and they're going to get him down. Here comes the throw. Man open. 2-point conversion. Wow. Wow. You could see on the missed snap, Eberhard was clearly in trouble. And that was one of those plays where it was a desperation play. And wide open to receive the ball. Guess who it was? It was Kelly, who the pass was to in the first place for the first touchdown on the same type of play by Aiden Eberhard, where there was a missed snap, and Eberhard reacts very well, throws the ball, gets the 2-point conversion. So now the Spartans, with 8:22 left here in the ball game, down by 8 points, 29-21. So now what we will see is really how will the Spartans react to this. Very tough play. You could see just from the beginning of that series where Delacroix and Trujillo on the kickoff both went for the ball, had trouble there, and then it was the same type of play on the handoff, just really did not get the handle. Nice play by Krautzen, extra effort, got an extra 4 to 5 yards on the play before running out of bounds. So there's 8 minutes really left here in the ball game. This is a must series here for the Spartans. And if you're Jason Renoff, you have to think, okay, do I want to try to chew clock, or do I need to go ahead and try to score quickly and then trust that the defense can slow down Aiden Eberhard? That's really what the decision is going to come down to. But the important thing is they have to score here. So the ball sitting on the 21-yard line, pitch left side. Krautzen trying to cut the corner, defense is there. So you can see stringing out well and in on the tackle for the Indians was Dunkelman. Dunkelman, who just ran it in for the touchdown. So Dunkelman doing a very good job coming in from his defensive left end side and making the tackle. Handoff, nice cut. Krautzen getting extra on that play, breaking tackles, going through what they call arm tackles, getting up a little ginger on his ankle and looking maybe to be replaced. We'll see if they do or not. But keep in mind, we do not have Trey Gonzalez tonight. We're not sure the reason why Trey is not playing. The leading runner for the Spartans, we haven't heard anything about an injury. So the clock is running, hovering around 7 minutes left here in the ball game. Loveland ahead by 8. And this is a huge series here for the Spartans. You can see, we kept saying this at the very beginning of the broadcast, how important does the defense come up and provide the offense with opportunities? And in this case, you can see the Spartans, I won't say shooting themselves in the foot, but putting themselves in a very uncomfortable position with under 7 minutes left here in the ball game. So on the playoff prediction side, as we mentioned, Greeley West and Loveland, and right behind them is Thompson Valley. Thompson Valley, who's had a great season, leading the Longs Peak League in passing, but losing last night to Longmont and losing 35-0. So we'll see again, how does CHSAA come up with some of their decisions? It is a tough decision. You have a lot of good teams, a lot of hopeful teams that really want to go postseason. Broomfield also in the mix, another familiar name, Montrose. We haven't seen that name for a while. Mountain View also in the mix in Loveland at number 18. Delacroix pushing forward. They're trying to pull him back. We'll see if forward progress gave him the first down. It's going to be close. Nonetheless, West has to go for it if he didn't make it, but it's going to be a close mark. They do give it to the Spartans. 6.5 left. Much needed first down. Good effort by Darren. Ball sitting on the 32-yard line. You see it correctly, 29-21. AJ set under center. Movement on the line. They didn't get back in time, or they did get back in time. Handoff to Delacroix. Falls forward for about 1.5 yards to 2. And that'll bring up second down. So the Spartans really not looking to score quickly here. They're going to continue to go to the ground game. Continue to look to chew clock. Most likely, if they do score a touchdown, we'll look 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. So it comes down to not only getting a touchdown, but then converting a 2-point play against a very good team that has really tightened up their defense here in the second half. Delacroix, nice cutback, falls forward, got about 2 to 3 on the play. It's going to bring up third down. Most likely it's going to be 3rd and 5. So Darren getting a few more handoffs here, getting some more action. So really you have 2 cracks at this to get the first down. You're not going to punt it away, down by 8. Handoff, Delacroix hits the hole hard, going to be short. And that brings up 4th down and about 2.5 to 3 yards. Here's the interesting call. Keep in mind, you still have H.A. Lopez, who can do a play action. We've seen this play a lot where he follows the lead runner, and the lead runner becomes the blocker who goes over the left tackle. So you have that option in your playbook. There's the handoff. Delacroix hits the hole, and he gets stopped. And Loveland comes up with a big defensive play, stopping Delacroix. You could see Delacroix trying to stretch it. But 6'2 or 6'3, Loveland did a good job to stop Darren. So Loveland now with the ball sitting on the Spartan 40-yard line with 4:17 left in the ball game. Very important here that the Spartans try to get some kind of a big defensive play. In other words, a pickoff or stripping the ball. Most likely you will see Loveland. They're going to run this. You've got Aiden Eberhard, who's had a great game, and Dunkelman also. So now the Spartans looking for the big defensive play. There's Dunkelman getting about 3.5 to 4 in the play. That'll bring up second down. What a turn of events. And really, sometimes it comes down to one or two plays that turns a ball game around completely. And you can see limping clearly. It looks like Trujillo on the left side. So Trujillo looks like he's playing a little bit hurt, number 2, lined up on the left side on the defense. So they're going to have to try to defend. There's the cutback by Dunkelman. Dunkelman going forward, gets the first down, carries the pile. Ball going to be sitting on the 28 or 27-yard line, under 3.5 left. So credit Loveland, who if they go on to win this, will go to 3-2. We're talking league play, but overall it's the Spartans with the lead. If the Spartans go on to lose, it's 6-4 and 1-4. So this is where it gets interesting, not only here for this ball game, but for the folks at Chassa that have to make decisions not only on these two teams, but other teams that are in this kind of position. That's Dunkelman going right side, breaking a few tackles. The defense trying to string it out. Not sure if we saw a flag or not on the play, but good extra effort by Dunkelman. And more importantly, keeping it inbounds, and the clock is moving. So credit Coach McGinn sticking to his game plan, and his team also showing a lot of character. And when the chips were down, when they lost the ball in big plays, coming back, reacting well, and taking advantage of mistakes of the Spartans. Keeper, nice cutback. Defense is there. Eberhardt gets strung out. It's going to bring up 3rd down. So we're close to the 2-minute mark here in the ball game. So a huge play at 3rd. We're going to call it 3rd and 6. Ball sitting at the 24-yard line. 29-21. There's the keeper. Defense is there. Slammed hard. Nice play. And I'm not sure if that's Sirio. And it's Roker, Donovan Roker, with a huge play, number 55. Coming in and wrapping up Eberhardt. So West takes their final timeout with 1:31 left here in the ball game, and we'll set up the scenario. And you can see, oddly enough, limping off the field for Greeley West is Nick Trujillo, playing with a bad ankle, and you could see he's signaling to the sideline, I'm okay. So Nick Trujillo, a gamer, the senior, wants to give full effort. Potentially this could be the final game for Nick Trujillo, and he's literally skips off the field with a bad ankle. So the Spartans now really at 4th down. Most likely you will see Loveland go ahead and go for it. It's 4th and 6. No reason here to punt, and if they were to get the first down, the game is clearly over. Really, with 1:31 left, it's going to be hard for the Spartans to come back anyways. We don't want to pronounce this. But Loveland has had a very good defensive game, and really the Spartans have stayed on the ground heavy, and especially in the last series. I'm a little surprised that they didn't go to the air a little bit sooner rather than staying on the ground. Because when they have on that play action pass that we've seen several times, it has worked. Only one play did not work, and it was because A.J. Lopez was running for his life and really just could not get a good plant to really get a good launch to get the ball down the field to Delacroix. So now it will come down to, if the Spartans get the ball back here after 4th down, they're going to have to go to the air, and that makes them more predictable, and you see the prevent defense go into play. Again, it's only 1.5 minutes left in this ball game. So the Loveland Indians, if you're somebody who likes to play chess, will clearly give up a short pass and a short gain as long as the clock keeps running. But the Spartans have to stop them here first just to get to that scenario. 4th down. There's the keeper. Fake, cut back, so the Spartans should get it back. He's going to be short. There are no timeouts left here by the Spartans, so they're going to have to hustle in. And you can see the Indians taking their time. Of course, they're going to let the clock run. Spartans trotting in, and they're going to move the stick, so that does stop the clock. So the Spartans now, with the ball on the, it looks like the 21-22 yard line, they're going to list it at the 21, have a long way to go to get just 6, and then they have to, at this point, go for a 2-point conversion just to tie the ball game. So Lopez now in the shotgun, going to the air, pass over the middle, in and out of the hands of Delacroix, and it's picked off on the ricochet. So wide open, and it wasn't Delacroix, check that. Hit very hard was Trujillo. Trujillo had it in his hands, and he's had trouble with that ankle. He is clearly limping off this field. It was in and out of the hands, very much a catchable ball. And that's a shame because he was wide open on the slant over the middle. And you can see, I think he's more disappointed, more so than injured, and how badly he feels that he didn't catch that ball. Because that would have been a nice game, but you could see Loveland was in that prevent defense. So now Loveland with the ball, minute 23 left. All they have to do is a couple of plays, and this game is over. And then it'll be up to Chassa to decide who moves on. So the Indians with a very good ball game this evening. Most importantly is the way they reacted in their down times when they made mistakes and able to capitalize in the second half the mistakes of the Spartans. You can see the kneel down position, and that is pretty much going to do it. The clock will run out. So they base a lot of this on not only the league record, but the numbers that are put up. That's why we keep emphasizing numbers here on the game of the week throughout the season. If a team puts up at least 28 to 30 points or more, that helps the decision of the people at Chassa as far as playoffs are concerned. And you will see other teams that have better records that are listed below teams with lesser records but put up a lot of numbers. So the clock is running out. That could be potentially the final. They're going to go one more kneel down, and that should do it. So credit the senior-led squad from Loveland by Aiden Heberharts and Dunkelman coming through with some big games tonight and doing a fine job. And you could see some of the fakes that Eberhardt had really made a huge difference in the second half. It really looked like a magic act because you just didn't know if he was going to keep it, if he was going to pitch or pitch at the very last second just before hitting the line of scrimmage. So you can see the teams are now lining up for the shake, and that will do it. Final score from District 6 Stadium in the final game of the 2015 season that we know of so far. Loveland winning this one 29-21. For all the people that made this possible, of course, John Weeding, Warren Ray. We've added a few more friends along the way in Anna Eisenberg helping us with scoreboard tonight. And, of course, cameraman Dean Popejoy. We bid you a pleasant good evening from District 6 Stadium.